MI5 in Britain the other day warned parliamentarians that the Chinese government was infiltrating and trying to get all their secrets. We now know in Canada that the Chinese government actually went to influence the election of MPs in a number of ridings by trying to denigrate some Chinese Canadian MPs who they did not like. Now we're hearing that they are listening to our telephone conversations. Addison Cameron Huff is a lawyer. He knows all about communications. He joins me right now. The Olympics are coming up. Athletes are being told, don't talk on the phone over there because someone's listening. Now we're hearing that someone's listening to telephone conversations of Canadians in Canada. Is it widespread? Should people be worried about what they say on a phone, knowing that might not be confidential?
For sure. And there's all kinds of ways that governments gain access to people's phone calls and information.
Oh, not just the Canadian government, but other governments, like the Chinese government.
For sure.
Okay. Is everybody who does business or conducts an illicit affair or has some secret that they mention on a telephone, on a cell phone, are they in danger of that being exposed or falling into the wrong hands?
Yes.
Are we going to go back to landlines?
No, because those suffer from the same problem. And there's better solutions out there. A lot of people have switched to using various VoIP solutions where you have encrypted phone calls, where there's an encrypted channel set up between the two speakers, just between their devices. So person A to person B, only those people have the keys to decrypt that conversation. Only they can hear that conversation. So even if someone has an intelligence network or something behind them, or they're the phone company, they still can't intercept your calls.
So that's elaborate. You have to set that up in advance.
It's not too difficult. It's fairly common that businesses now are using these kinds of technologies, not just for overseas, but within Canada as well.
What about just the average citizen using a cell phone all the time, or transferring money around, or, as I said, talking to their mother-in-law? Like, is there anything they can do?
There's not much you can do about money movements because of anti-money laundering, anti-terrorist financing legislation in Canada that requires companies to often send that information to the federal government, FINTRAC.
Right.
But around these kinds of conversations, they can use these technologies. They're widespread.
Really?
Signal is an example of this kind of technology.
Okay, so as the bottom line is, then, Cameron, if you don't want someone to understand your call, then you need some extra protection.
For sure.
Does Rogers, and Bell, and TELUS, do they offer that, Addison?
No.
Why not?
They're not very interested in offering encryption technology. That's not really what they do. And also, they're under pressure from the government to be able to spy on people. That's something that the police and different parts of the federal government are very interested in gaining access to.
Not a brave new world. Addison, thank you very, very much. 3 minutes. Thank you very, very much for watching and for engaging in the 3 minutes, which will carry you through most discussions for the day. 2022 is going to be a very, very tough year. Stay with us. Please tell your friends to subscribe and PayPal. Thanks.